Maybe he won't actually be here. I don't even know why I bothered to come. It was probably a joke. We left on such odd terms. I'd managed to exorcise him back to hell where he belonged, but then he was punished and ended up back at my front door, needing a place to stay. He had to live as a human, and although I let him remain with me for a few nights, I hadn't seen him since. Is he even still human? Why would he be seeking me out again after these years we've been apart? Does he have nowhere else to go again? Oh God. After the years we've been apart? This isn't some ridiculous romance film.
The music seems to think otherwise.
Gomeh. It's really you. But, your voice.
I am still the Gomeh you once knew, although just a slightly better. My time as a human has taught me a thing or two.
You're so sophisticated, and you look different in the smallest of ways, yet you look great. Humanity suits you.
Except for the fact that I can't seem to shake your visage.
And what's wrong with the way I look?
Well,
Don't answer that.
ask a question. Anyway, shall we return to your flat? I've already taken the liberty of having my things delivered there. They said everything should arrive by this afternoon.
Wait, what?
Which would be now, so we'd better get moving.
Who gave you permission to stay with me? Because I certainly didn't.
The time, dear friend. We will discuss the rest once we've reached your kitchen and made tea.
What has gotten into you?
Everything seems to be quite the same, as is typical for a human.
Hey, you get free tea, you shut up.
You haven't changed either.
What? Why are you so insistent on bothering me? Why not let me live in peace? And stop with that ear-melting laugh. It makes me uncomfortable.
Samir, I left you to seek out my own life. I needed to experience humanity at its very core, not alone here whining about my punishment with you. Although your presence has taught me much about humans and how resilient they are, I desired to create something unique about myself. I had already taken on your visage, but I wanted to be Gomeh. Just Gomeh.
But you've always been your own type of person. Just because you looked like me didn't mean you acted like me. I always saw you as something independent from me in every way, despite everything you had created to mess with my life.
Samir, I am not sure I properly apologized for all of that.
No, you haven't. I let you stay here for as short a time as you did when you had nowhere to go, yet you never really properly did apologize that I remember.
Then please, accept my apology now and allow me a room just for another short while. I am in transition to figure out what I want to do next. Rather, I want to return to hell and perform the duties set out for me there, or continue to exist on this plane as I am now.
How do I know you're not just planning to screw with me again? How can I trust you, a demon at your very core?
Samir, I may be a demon of deception, but that does not mean it rules my every action. Demons have been known to change. We are as diverse as humans, although our true natures will always shine through somehow. I will not lie to you about that. Besides, I am not opposed to using my deceit in a manner useful to you.
How could deceit be useful to me?
You'll have to find out, won't you, flatmate? Time for some shut-eye. I've begun to require it the longer I remain here among you flesh bags, so I may as well enjoy the rest.
Right. Flatmates. I require sleep, he says. Yeah, right. For such a sophisticated-sounding entity, he sure gets pissed off while playing Left 4 Dead. And in the middle of the night. Do you have any sense of privacy?
Privacy is a trivial thing when it comes to flatmates. I have come to inform you of our plans for the day.
This is one of my days off, Gomeh. I'd rather be lazy, eat Pocky, and watch anime all day.
Nonsense. Today you and I are going to take a trip downtown. I believe it's time we change our look for the better.
Seriously? For the last time, nothing is wrong with the way I look.
There is always room for improvement.
Dude, I'm tired. You kept me up all night. I think I've memorized all of your freaky demon curse words that no one could probably understand.
It isn't my fault that most humans who wield a digital gun are Irumabo rusticaes.
Do I want to know what that means?
It's simple Latin, Samir. That aside, we're leaving. It is time to freshen up your nerd cheek.
Ugh.
Would you mind if my friend and I used 2 of your fitting rooms?
Oh no, there is no way I can let him go in there with those.
What? What's wrong with what I have?
Unless you're going to attend a Poindexter convention, I can't let you make such a fashion error.
Agreed. Samir, this woman will assist you.
I wouldn't mind assisting you, as long as you keep using that unbelievable voice of yours.
I am not interested in your kind, miss. My friend could use all the help he can get, if you don't mind.
All right, let's give you the makeover of the century.
If I must. I don't know. I feel like I look too different.
Nonsense. Let me have a look at you. There's still something missing.
You know, this really isn't doing much for my self-esteem.
I got it.
Hey, watch where you're poking around.
Quit squirming, I've almost got it. That's it.
Impressive.
I look like some stuck-up punk.
Quite an improvement, if I do say so myself. You are now presentable to be seen with me in public.
Okay, seriously. What's gotten into you? You used to be this immature troublemaker who got his demon ass handed to him by the big badass. And now after a year you're this upright, educated, proper gentleman?
Samir.
Is this another trick? Are you trying to ruin my life again because you got bored with me the last time? Are you taking advantage of my kindness? My naivete?
Excuse me. My friend and I will take these and be on our way.
Is he okay?
He will be fine. Please, the bill. Samir, I realize it isn't much coming from a demon like me, but I speak only the truth. While it is true that I have regained my demonic identity, I have chosen to remain here among your kind.
But didn't you want to return to hell? I thought you were a mess when you were sent up here to live as a human. You weren't exactly happy with your punishment.
Listen, I had never spent any length of time among humans, at least not longer than was required to create a bit of mischief. My time away has allowed me to see what your kind is truly like, how you live and become consumed with your day-to-day trivialities. It all seemed so simple compared to what I was doing for eternity. I realized just how monotonous my existence was, and I decided to enjoy my time here and make the most of it.
You're not fabricating all of this, are you?
I am not. I would think it was quite obvious at this point. I would not have changed as much as I have, gone through an entire rearranging of myself and my very being, if I were merely wishing to deceive you yet again.
All right, I believe you. So what now? Why seek me out when you could have gotten to know so many other people?
Perhaps it was due to familiarity. I had taken on your form for some time, if you'll remember. This is the first I've changed it since I've been up here.
You still resemble me.
You're the only human I've come to know at length, and the only human that has bested me. I have a level of respect for you.
Then instead of controlling me and dictating my life like you have been, how about you let me show you how to have fun as a human?
All right. I like that idea. Lead the way.
What can I get you?
Let's see. I think my friend is the expensive type, so give me your best whiskey on the rocks.
And you, handsome?
Well, just give me a Bloody Mary.
Coming right up.
Thanks. Man, I'm getting hit on left and right tonight. I'm not really sure how I feel about that.
Take it as a compliment, and you're welcome.
Right? Thank you. I guess you were onto something, weren't you?
Trust me, I have studied your human ways, and the best luck I've seen one of your ilk receive was at a Star Trek convention in Captain Kirk cosplay. Which, I assume, was not an option due to your introverted ways. Which reminds me, are you still working on that embarrassing YouTube channel?
Hey, it's actually become a big part of my life and a legitimate job. Maybe you should try asking me what I've been up to rather than being such a jerk about everything.
Oh my Satan, alright. What have you been up to?
I've started making enough off of my YouTube channel to quit college and support myself. I make my own hours and take weekends off, and I make plenty of money to live comfortably.
But still no girlfriend, I see.
Yes, tease the nerd. You pestered me about that enough times when you were causing me trouble before.
What? It seems to be the standard for humans to get into relationships. Granted, if I'd played my cards better when I was masquerading as you, I could have landed you a decent date.
You ruined my reputation with more than a few women that I wouldn't have been interested in anyway.
Oh? It seems I've misunderstood. I should have guessed. It was fairly obvious for a man that put more importance on movie time with his pet cat than going out to party with college mates.
What are you getting at? No, I'm not asexual.
No, although I also got that impression. But this opens up an entirely new playing field. As a demon, I am not bothered by your human ways with sexual preference, so I have no problem assisting you in a more benign manner to find a boyfriend.
Whoa. No, man. That wasn't the case. I am not gay.
Perhaps you would have better luck in that department.
Gomeh. I'm just not the dating type, okay?
Samir, I only wish to help improve your life as recompense for what had happened.
You're trying to control my life again, but you're too stuck in your own head to realize it. It's all you know, isn't it?
You're angry. Perhaps we should put a stop to our chapter night and head home.
There you go, again.
Maybe you were right. I will. Catch you later. Father.
My, you have changed, Gomeh.
As have you. What is the occasion?
Your punishment has been dealt with. It has been a year since we have last met. Are you ready to return? Have you learned your lesson?
I wish to remain.
You, Gomeh, demon of deception who despised humans, wanting to remain among them?
Yes. And no, I have no ulterior motives. My year away has been an enlightening one.
I see this. Yes, you have definitely changed, Gomeh. More than I would have wished for. I had suspected this for some time now.
Surely this is of no consequence to you, Father. I am but a lowly demon, one without much power as it stands. I believe I have found what it means to be happy, which is something I did not think I would be capable of.
Demons do not find happiness. That is a human triviality. We have no need for the pursuits of happiness, for their simple needs. In fact, most demons prefer it down here to up there, but lately I have begun to feel a shift in the atmosphere.
What sort of shift?
Never you mind. Are you truly happy with your position as it stands now? You truly do not want to return to hell where you belong?
Correct. I feel I have much to learn from humans, if my personal growth has not shown proof of that. Humans are quite intricate creatures despite what we down here believe.
Or, just maybe, Samir is the intricate human that you have grown attached to.
Don't be ridiculous. I am merely curious about his inner workings, as he was the first human to best me. Any demon would be intrigued.
I suppose that is true. Then return to your friend. Don't let me keep you.
Seriously. You aren't going to fight me?
Do you remember that shift in the atmosphere I mentioned? It seems you have become a part of it. I am beginning to believe that it isn't such a bad thing after all, but an inevitability that even angels will have to embrace.
I'm still not entirely certain what you mean, but I appreciate your kindness.
You will find most often lately I am not such a diabolical ruler as all think me to be. I was not then, when I sent you to live as a human either. I have my responsibilities, my engagements as a Grand King to uphold. It does not mean that I am all that I seem.
Thank you, Father. I will return.
Oh, one more thing. Sober up.
Sorry?
You stink of human liquor. It would be best to remember your low constitution for it in the future. Good evening, Gomeh.
What was I watching? Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, that's right.
Keep it down.
Don't be a sourpuss. Captain Jack Sparrow will never be silenced.
The last time we drank together he left too, so I'm not surprised. You're still here.
It would seem so. I feel as if I were blindsided by a steamroller.
You didn't even drink that much.
I discovered your stash, I believe. Apologies.
Oh man. Did you finish it off?
No, I did not. I became distracted by your vaguely childish and distracting movie collection. Which, by the way, was a little more than concerning.
Oh, yeah, like you want to be a critic.
I will say, however, that hentai is rather interesting, but quite scary at times.
Those aren't mine. I swear.
Then what are they doing in your personal movie collection? Have you seen a human therapist?
Okay, they're mine. It's a perfectly normal interest.
Please don't get so worked up. I've got a headache.
Maybe, in your drunken stupor, you thought you may have seen something questionable. Maybe it was just a figment of your imagination and the alcohol.
One word. Tentacles.
Idiot! So, what are we doing at a flower shop?
Here is where the courting starts. You can't go wrong with flowers.
Hey. Listen, Gomeh, we've been over this. I mean, you're a good-looking demon and everything, but I just don't.
Not for me, moron. For the girl you're going on a date with.
Oh, right. Wait, what girl? What am I missing here?
I've taken the liberty of snagging you a girl who is better suited to you. With that said, you should know that I reinstated your dating profile.
If I wanted a wingman, I'd have said so. I didn't ask for this.
Come now, play the game. Be a good sport. After seeing your idea of romance via several disturbing animations last night, I figured you were a special case and that I needed to take matters into my own hands.
I don't actually think that represents romance. Not that I have any idea what you're talking about.
Get inside. I will help you pick out some flowers. You have a date tonight.
Don't tell me she stood me up. I told Gomeh this was a bad idea. Online dating is as superficial as it gets, and everyone just ghosts you after a few messages.
Excuse me. Are you Samir?
Oh, yes. I'm Samir. And you must be my wonderful date.
Yeah, Evra. As you seem to have forgotten.
Efra, you're really pretty in person. And you look great.
Thank you, Samir. To be entirely honest with you, I haven't been on many dates in my life. Hopefully that does not turn you off.
No, not at all. I haven't been on many dates either.
Oh, there is something we have in common.
So, if you don't mind me asking, are you from Germany? It's the accent.
Yes, Germany is correct. My family has not been in America for very long, but I am finding it to be a nice place so far.
That is great to hear.
And you? You are Middle Eastern?
I am personally not, but a majority of my family is. I was born here in America.
How interesting. America truly is a melting pot, is it not?
Good, I've remained undetected. But what are they going on about? Isn't a date supposed to be a romantic affair? This is more like an educational chat about culture.
Amazing. So you've been studying computer programming?
Yes. Many think it is a profession for boys, but I will just have to show them my smarts through my successes.
Exactly. I bet you're really smart too. Smart and beautiful. I mean, I hope I don't sound creepy to keep complimenting you.
You are flattering me. Please do not worry, Samir. I was afraid you would find my accent off-putting.
I find it intriguing.
And that is what dating is about. Well, I suppose I should be getting back before they spot me.
I am glad I did not scare you away.
You? Scare me? No way. Actually, I was thinking about walking you home, if that's okay. Oh man, but you just met me and I'm some guy off the internet. I won't blame you if you don't want me to.
Silly. Of course I want you to walk me home. I feel a connection with you, Samir. You are not like other men I have tried to date.
Oh wow, okay. Just awesome, ever. You're not like other girls I've tried to date either.
It sounds like we are a pretty good match.
What in the hell am I watching? It seems Loverboy is back.
I have to give it to you, Gomeh. She is something else.
I am glad you two had a good time. It sounds like it went off without a hitch.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks. I feel like I should apologize for being such a pain about all of this. I think you were right about me needing a girlfriend after all this time. You've really turned yourself around and have become a good friend to me. Thank you.
You consider me a friend.
Yes, I do. I need to get some sleep. Everyone wants to meet again tomorrow morning before I get started doing my YouTube work.
Then rest, my friend. I will keep the noise down tonight. Well, I honestly had expected for him to put up more of a fight. At least he's happy now.
I'm going to leave this video here. Until next time, Samsies.
Samsies.
That's what my fan base call themselves. It's kind of cute.
Interesting. That aside, I was wondering if...
Sorry, Gomeh. I promised Ever I'd take her to a movie this afternoon. I'm going to be late if I don't get going. Sorry, buddy. Gomeh, what is it?
You haven't been home all day and you were gone by the time I woke up. Are you all right? Where are you?
I'm with Evra. She wanted to see the gardens today and the weather was great, so I offered to take her.
That is good of you, and I am glad you are enjoying yourselves, but please make an effort to at least leave a note.
Why? You're just my roommate that happens to be a demon. You wanted me to get a girlfriend and I have.
Regardless, we have barely spoken in days. I need to know whether you're going to be home for dinner or not so I know what to do.
Sorry, Evra. I'll only be a second. Everett and I are probably going to grab dinner after this. And anyway, you're a demon again. You don't need to eat. Don't worry about it.
Whatever. Goodbye, Samir. Enjoy your evening. No, I will not become angry. Although I'm seeing just how ungrateful humans can be. Yes, ungrateful. That was Evra. So early?
Yeah. We got back late last night and we'd had a few drinks.
Last night, as in, she slept over.
Yes. Exactly.
Well, that's certainly something, isn't it? I didn't think you had it in you.
I feel like my life is taking a turn for the better. Everything is falling into place so nicely, and now I have a wonderful girlfriend who actually loves me.
Yes, a girlfriend. She's the only thing in your life, isn't she?
My number one. My best friend.
Your one and only. The light of your life. The sole person that matters.
What? Oh God, Gomeh.
Gomeh? Who is this Gomeh you speak of?
Okay, no need for that. You are a dear friend to me, and I am thankful for how you've helped me. You've completely turned my life around for the better and have apologized more than enough.
I realize I deserve a lot of flack, but I thought you had considered me your best friend. I felt I earned that title.
What are you so bent out of shape over? You wanted me to find romance, and I did. You wanted me to change, and I did. You wanted to stay here as my roommate, and you did. What more do you want from me?
I don't know, maybe a minute of your time every now and again. A night when you come home for dinner that I cooked for you. A notice every once in a while that you won't be home, so I'm not wondering where in the hell you're at.
Dude, you're a demon. What do you care? I realize you enjoy being around humans now, but isn't your year up? Can't you go back to hell? That's more ideal than here, isn't it?
Oh, I get it. You've got what you needed and now you're kicking me to the curb.
No, I'm not. It was a legitimate question. What is wrong with you? You're acting like we're married or something.
Married.
You know that laugh freaks me out.
I wonder, perhaps I've made a grave mistake in helping you.
No, wait. You aren't going to go back to evil Gomeh, are you? I swear I didn't mean to offend you. I take it all back.
No, I will not harm you, Samir, but I'm a fool. Returning to hell would have saved me this ridiculous farce that has become my existence.
Hey, you don't have to leave. You're definitely my best friend. You're more than welcome here.
Am I?
What was that?
It's time for breakfast.
Samir? Are you not enjoying the museum?
That's not it. The museum is wonderful.
Then what bothers you, my love? You seem so far away.
I don't mean to worry you. Let's just enjoy the museum today, okay?
Forgive me if I cannot ignore this. Is everything alright? Are you okay?
It's crazy, Evra. I doubt you would believe me if I told you.
Shoot, try me.
Let's go somewhere more private.
You can tell me anything, Samir. Never fear what I might or might not believe.
It's my roommate. He's been acting really weird and it's freaking me out.
Have you spoken with him about your feelings? About how he is unnerving you?
Not really. You see, we have a really messed up past. I'd tell you why, but
But,
you'd probably drive me to the closest mental hospital.
speak, my love. I will do no such thing. Whatever is wrong we will deal with together.
My roommate's name is Gomeh. He's not human. He was actually a demon who haunted me and completely messed up my life a year ago. I'd almost lost everyone and everything because he took my very image.
All of this is metaphorical, right?
No, it's all real.
Well, that is a lot to take in. Easy why you thought I would not believe you.
Please, don't run.
Samir, I am not going anywhere, but you have to realize how that all sounds. But regardless, please continue.
All right. It was Gomeh who set us up. He helped me get my life together after he came back around after being gone for an entire year since everything happened. He wanted to show that he was sorry and has more than made up for it. I've been ditching him and spending a lot of time away from home because I love being with you, and just the other day we finally had a talk about things. I told him I was sorry for cutting out on him so much. And then he
He what?
just did something really weird. He has this laugh that chills me to the bone.
Saying I believe you? I would imagine it is not smart to betray a demon. especially when he has done so much for you. Regardless of the identity of your roommate, you must show him that you are thankful. It sounds like he has been good to you and you have gotten wrapped up in everything else.
I've become wrapped up in you, Evra. You've come to mean so much to me.
I know, my love. And I feel the same, but you must not abandon the world for me. Let us call it a day, yes? Go spend time with Gomeh. I am sure he will appreciate it.
But we haven't seen the rest of the museum.
There are plenty of days to do that. For now, you should be a good friend to the person who did so much for you.
You're right. Sorry, Evra. See you again soon.
I remember when it was only the dreams. I had created an entire illusion that Samir couldn't ignore. Then he became smarter and confronted me in those lucid dreams, eventually coaxing me out to greet him in person. And now here we are. I had been bested, served my punishment only for it to become something of a paradise. And now what? What's become of me? Who am I anymore? Do I even have the right to call myself a demon? Do I still own these horns that I wear as an ironic crown in my current predicament? And there is the very problem itself. What should I even begin to do?
What are you doing in my room?
Sorting out thoughts. Remembering. That aside, I thought you weren't going to be home until later.
I talked to Everett. She said that I needed to spend some time with you since you've done so much.
I see. The sentiment is appreciated, although I have been honestly considering my return to hell.
Really? Why?
There's not much for me here any longer. I could travel the world once more and learn, find and make new human friends. But that isn't what I desire. All of this started with you and it must also end with you, I feel. I can no longer be this fool that I've allowed myself to become.
Wait, you don't have to go. I came home early to apologize and spend some time with you. Why don't we play some video games? You can curse in Latin all night at the ridiculous humans who don't know how to properly wield digital guns.
You wouldn't understand a word of it.
That's what makes it so fun. What do you say, best buddy?
What do I say? Inquam chi ti amo, tu più rusticai.
What does that mean? I swear you've said that rusticate word before and it was an insult.
Oh, I didn't insult you. I used it as a term of endearment this time around.
Why don't I believe you? Why don't you just tell me what it means?
Because you'll dislike me immensely if I reveal the truth in translation.
I'll dislike you if you don't tell me.
The rough translation is, I say I love you, fuckwad.
Why did you set me up with Ever?
I was doing what was best for you, and what I thought I wanted for you as well.
You encouraged our relationship even though you were feeling this way the whole time?
Not the entire time. I only started to realize it when you began to disappear on me. When I became less and less important to you, and I thought I was just history because you'd gotten everything you'd wanted. I'd apologized and paid my dues, and you owed me nothing.
Man, I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't.
Don't like men. I realize that. And you love Evra.
I do, but I also don't want to be hurting you.
Hurting a demon?
Well, okay, I do have to admit that laugh is growing on me and it's definitely ear melting in all the right ways. But, what do I do?
That is your decision to make. For now, I will take you up on the offer to play video games. Perhaps I will teach you more Latin, although it will mostly be cursing at half-wits who can't shoot a zombie right in front of them.
It is getting late, but I must finish this project. Well, what a pleasant surprise.
Hey, what are you still doing here? Looks like everyone had a party.
Everyone but me. I was too busy working on my newest project.
You should take a break. It's the holidays, Everyone deserves a bit of downtime right now.
Yes, maybe you are right. It is almost 6, but if you would like we could grab our coffee.
I'd like that. I'm buying.
Something is bothering you. You haven't been yourself tonight.
Some really weird crap has been happening at home.
Is it about this roommate who is also a demon?
Yeah. I swear, he's made my life a lot better lately, but for some reason he is just always going to be a problem no matter what happens.
You did talk to him like we discussed, right? You told him he is wishing you out?
Yeah, I did. But then that just opened up a new can of worms.
A new can of? I am sorry, I do not understand what you mean.
Oh, sorry. I forget sometimes. Basically, he told me he loved me. A demon, A demon loves me. Isn't that like a bad sign or something? Some kind of screwed up bad omen?
But you are straight and you love me.
Of course. Yes, that is definitely true, and I wasn't meaning to worry you. It's just that ever since things have gone back to normal. That's what's so weird. It's like nothing had ever been said at all. It makes me wonder what he's thinking about half the time, or if he's planning something, or if he's going to leave.
The thought of him leaving upsets you?
Platonically. Yes, I'd hate to lose a good friend.
Should I meet this Gomeh? Speak to him myself.
I don't think you realize the gravity of that situation. What if he does something to hurt you?
You said that he is the one responsible for matching us together, so I imagine he is no threat to me. Let me level with him. Besides, I have always wondered if the supernatural were real.
Okay. I hope this isn't a mistake.
Where is Samir?
Wow. Your eyes are as red as crimson. I cannot believe it.
I suspected he'd tell you everything.
I will not tell anyone else, do not worry. I would like to speak with you, though, if you have time.
All I have is time anymore, it seems.
I know how you feel about Samir. You realize he is a straight man and has found the love of his life in me.
If you're here to lecture me for blurting out stupid things, then you're best on your way.
No, you do not need a lecture, but a wake-up call. You are confusing him. From what he has told me, you have been both a detriment and a blessing in his life. You help him to fall in love with me, a woman, only to admit your feelings for him after he has found happiness. What is your point?
You think I'm trying to steal him from you?
What else could you have possibly meant by a confession?
I don't know, honestly. Perhaps I'm just as confused as every other human being in this realm. I've caught the stupid, most likely.
You are very rude and insulting. I do not understand how he has praised you as much as he has.
He's praised me, has he?
Yes, although not in the way you would like him to. Samir belongs to me and I am not giving him up, especially not for some demon who has a head that is not even big enough for his ego.
Are those fighting words?
Take it as you will.
You don't own him, you know. He is not an object to.
Be controlled?
Leave. Now. Before I decide to start practicing black magic again.
You do not scare me. I will have a talk with Samir about this, and I am sure he will not be happy with your words.
You know, being all forthright and tough isn't becoming of a lady.
Leave us alone.
She dared to strike me. I should have never meddled with human affairs. They are nothing but untrustworthy backstabbers. Offended by everything. Angry at nothing.
Hey, you don't look so good.
Have you been there this whole time? And you didn't call off your guard dog?
She isn't my guard dog. She just wanted to talk to you. And no, I just came down because I heard her leave. This is all too messed up, and around the holidays too.
Samir, are you so unhappy with me? Was I wrong for speaking up?
Don't act like some naive child. You do something messed up and then when you get called out for it, you revert back to being ignorant of human ways.
I've sorely misjudged you. It seems that no matter what I do I will face ridicule or your vitriol. I cannot even speak a few simple words without getting chastised for it. Granted, my actions were probably wrong, but I have not made an effort to impede your life, only to make it better. I may have experienced momentary weakness, but it won't happen again.
So you didn't even mean it? It was a momentary weakness that was just a mistake?
Precisely. Which has led me to this decision I am about to make.
Listen, don't do anything drastic.
Is leaving your ass behind drastic? I think I deserve to move on from this sad bit of human slice of life.
Great. You're leaving.
Afraid so. You, and this, will not be missed. So in a language you understand best, live long and prosper, or do not. The choice is ultimately yours. Alone.
Wait! He's gone. Just like that, he bails out before we can even talk things out over coffee in the morning. Happy holidays.
Happy New Year, my love. Here is to another year of us.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
You do not seem so sure about that happy part.
I am happy, ever. I'm happy here with you, being in love with you, spending this holiday together.
Maybe you could prove it to me somehow?
How would that be?
Follow me back to my apartment and you will see what I mean.
I am often reminded why humans are so in awe of the universe while fearing the blankness of space at the same time. That feeling of emptiness, the nothingness is all-consuming. It wraps around you until it suffocates you, drawing out your last breath before it leaves you cold and alone. The cold seeps down into the very soul, freezing all semblance of humanity until one is nothing but a lifeless husk. That is the unforgiving nature of existence. For humans anyway. So what then of a form that lacks a soul? A form that lacks humanity, or is supposed to? We are already the essence of existence without a need for the husk. We exist as we are, and if we become frozen by existence, how deep can that possibly go? By that alone, does that mean that all I feel is on the surface? Do I not have a depth to my very being? Is that considered heartless, soulless? Can a being like that even be hurt? Feel love? Perhaps I am ignorant, because even the truth hurts a creature like me.
You cannot sleep?
No. I keep feeling like I've done something horrible somehow, and I haven't been able to shake it.
Well, come back to bed. The night is cold and we can snuggle until you are able to sleep.
You wouldn't be too upset with me if I needed to step out, would you?
Not at all, my love. Take your time. It is often a hard time for people around the holidays.
And to think that I didn't even want to leave the house that day. The person I am today I owe to him. I was a socially awkward, introverted, nerdy guy who was content with living alone and polishing his YouTube gaming channel career. Now I'm in a wonderful relationship. I have confidence. I look good, and my channel has evolved into more than just video game theories and playthroughs. All thanks to the very being I was a complete jerk to, and now he's gone. Of course it's closed, dummy. It is New Year's Eve after all. So Happy New Year, Gomeh. I hope you're somewhere better than here. It's open? Gomeh. Is that really you? This isn't one of your freaky dreams, is it?
Not a dream, I'm afraid. I figured I'd pop in for a second, and you happened to be here as well.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for everything.
I've already moved on from all of that. It's been nearly 1 human month.
That doesn't matter. You shouldn't be expected to just let things go, especially when someone who's been a complete jerk to you gets to continue living a happy life without repercussions.
You said it yourself. I'm a demon. What do I care?
I've been feeling like crap every day since you left. I miss waking up to breakfast being ready and coming home to dinner. I miss playing video games together and cursing in Latin and fussing over my personal wardrobe that you always thought was too nerdy.
You're just too hot and cold for me to deal with. I hate to break it to you, but my trust in humans are at an all-time low. When you do everything for someone, especially everything you'd mentioned, and then the person slowly starts slipping away out of your life, ignoring you and then becoming upset with you for wanting just a moment of their time as a thank you, you tend to become discouraged.
Then spend the rest of New Year's Eve with me? Maybe even consider coming back, flatmate?
You know, I don't know any other human as confusing as you. Let's walk.
It's weird, I was just out here with Evra.
Would you much rather be with her?
No, not right now. I left her apartment just a little bit ago to come out here to think. Then I ended up at the store where you found me, and I totally forgot about everything else.
Samir, it seems I've created a mess for you again.
I was supposed to be the one apologizing. What have you to be sorry for?
If I had only been honest with myself instead of being oblivious from the beginning, I wouldn't have rushed you into everything.
You improved my life, though. Sometimes it's best to dive in head first.
This is true. And you are happy, which is what I should want because it was the goal from the beginning.
What you should want? You don't want me to be happy anymore?
I do, Samir. I want you to be happy very much. At the same time, I also got a taste of what the human definition of happiness was, and I am ashamed that I wanted the same for myself.
Well, in that case, why don't we go out and find you a date? I can pay it back too, you know.
I don't want just in the one. Going out and finding a human accepting of a demon is rare in itself already.
Then what can I do?
I'll be fine, Samir. You are better off living your life with Evra and bettering yourself from where I've started you. You don't need me and my messy needs in the way.
And your needs are me, right?
We'd best get back to our respective places. I'm sure hell will be much warmer and cozier than this anyway, and Satan will definitely be over the moon to see me return.
That doesn't mean anything. I was just trying to get you to feel better.
Are you toying with me? Is our past not enough of a warning as to the terrible things I can do?
I don't know what I want anymore. I think I'm just a mess inside because you had to go and say what you did, and I've been trying to think of ways that I can make you feel better about it while maintaining what I have with Evra. I truly do love her. She's the first woman I've ever fallen for as hard as I have.
You're leaving a lot hanging in the air around this conversation.
Just come back, okay? We'll figure this out eventually, but until then, my apartment has been too quiet at night without you. I miss hearing you playing zombie shooters in the middle of the night. And that right there, that laugh. The one that used to give me nightmares. What do you say?
What do I say? Gomeh.
Oh no, I can only imagine.
It means I would love to. So you can stop worrying.
Yes! I haven't started up my PlayStation in a few weeks.
You do realize that now I am coming back with you. You've basically given me permission to flirt with you as often as I please for recompense.
I guess that's a small price to pay for being a jerk.
Then let's get going. Irumabo rusticae.
And I remember what that means. I also know you use it with me as a term of endearment.
No. That time was just for the fact that you can be one sometimes.
Hey.
Last one home has to make the other breakfast at the crack of dawn.